Hello dear friends. Today I will tell you how to become a successful businessman. Find out the main secret of a successful business, how to become a successful businessman. All you need to do to succeed is to source yourself with the idea of a business plan. Into it with your head until a person is satisfied with an idea of business. He is an ordinary person. A businessman differs from an ordinary person in that he is saturated with the idea of business as if he was deep into business, as if thus with the business it was like drinking an elixir of business. How to become a successful businessman? Business is the realization of the idea that underlies it. A businessman is a person who implements the idea of a business. Whatever a businessman does, he always turns out a business every time a businessman does something. He implements the idea of a business that is settled with it. If the idea of business is not implement in a person, if it is not pumped into it, then it can't be released. An ordinary person is imbued with the idea of life. This is normal because he spends all his time in the atmosphere of everyday life and pumped by him from the tips of his finger to the ends of his hair. How to become a successful without investments. How to become a successful businessman. Successful businessmen are not born, they become. How to become a successful businessman. First of all, you need to understand what idea underlies the business as such and pump it. The secret of all successful business lies pressure in the fact that they understood what idea lies at it, which ultimately led them to success in business. An ordinary person acquires business thinking and becomes a businessman only after pumping the idea of business on the knowledge of the idea that underlies the business and deep pumping through it allows successful businessmen to do business rather than everyday life. They were not born pumped by this idea. Therefore, they were not born businessmen. Either initially they were ordinary people, like everyone else. They did not have a business means, so initially they were engaged in household work. An ordinary person acquires business thinking and becomes a businessman only after pumping the idea of business. It gives a person business thinking. If the idea is not implemented and there is no pumping it, then there is no business thinking. It appears and turns on only after pumping. The idea of business as such is a result of which a person begins to think like a businessman. How to become a successful businessman quickly. A true businessman is surely pumped by the idea of business. Moreover, the deeper it is pumped, the more he is businessman. If you want to figure out how to become a real businessman, you first of all need. If you want to understand how to become a real businessman, You first of all need to understand what kind of ideas lies at the heart of the business. As such, not a specific business, but a business in itself, a business in its purest form. Many people think that they know this idea, but in fact, very few people really know it who. Ultimately, have real business. Most people, even aiming those who seem to be in business, do not know this idea. Therapy do not release it and therapy in fact to anything but not business. They have maximum assumption about this idea, or they have thought but no an idea. It is impossible to build a real business on the basis of assumption and thought. It is the idea that is needed. How to become a successful businessman for a long time. How to become a successful businessman for a long time. On this perhaps, dear friends, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Put your finger up and click on the bell. Stay tuned for our new video. Soon we will pass lesson on how to get to work. Goodbye.